Hey guys, it's Tony Suits with Backwoods Biker Magazine again. We got another battle box for you, mission number 57. Hang tight. All right, everybody, welcome back. This is mission 57, November subscription box from BattlBox. And I mean, you hear me say this all the time, but this is an awesome box. You're going to see why here. Just let me get this out of the way, a little commercial for them. They operate off of 4 different tier systems: the basic, the advanced, the pro, and the pro plus. And the pro plus is the knife of the month. You always get a knife, pretty nice one, or 2, as you will see today. The basic box costs you $29.99. The advanced is $59.99. The pro is $99.99, and the pro plus is $149.99. One tier builds upon the other. In other words, if you happen to get the pro plus knife of the month, not only do you get the knife for $149.99, but also everything that is in the prior boxes. Okay, so with all that being said, let me get this out of the way, because there's some cool stuff in here. We're going to start with a basic box. There are 4 things in this box this month, and this is a 2-pack. It comes from Triumph Systems Reactive Targets, 2 of them, and they give this an $11.99 value, and it is a turkey and some type of yard rat, rodent, probably I don't know what that is, maybe a muskrat or something in that family. Oh, prairie dog. It calls it a prairie dog target. That's a pretty big prairie dog right there. But anyway, what these are is that when you shoot these targets, these little spots right here will explode and be kind of like blood-like, you know. Kind of a novel idea. It's not something that I would personally buy, you know. I'm good at shooting anything, you know, that I can aim at and I can hit it. But it's kind of cool. I tell you who would like it is kids that you're trying to get to learn how to hunt. But they come with a couple pegs on the back made out of steel, so you can set these up, you know, just stick them down here and put them right in the ground. $11.99 value. That's pretty good. And then these are a 4-pack of orange screw ground anchors. And it comes from a company called Orange Screw, but there is a lot of different things you can do here. Let me see, their website is orangescrew.com, so go out there and check it out. And inside here, this box, excuse me, this bag is a card for an extra 15% off. Now, I didn't open them up. I wasn't going to, but you know, usually I like to have all this stuff laid out for you so we're not wasting time. But I really want to get to show you these. This one I pulled out happens to have this around it, and this is made for putting it in here and driving these dudes in the ground. And I'll tell you why I like these. They're heavy. I won't tell you they won't be unbreakable, because I can see if these get out in sub-zero temperatures, the material just might break if you get a little too aggressive with them. But in wet conditions, these are the type of stakes that are not going to fail you. They screw down in the ground. They're very heavy duty, and it would take a lot of pulling power to bring these out of the ground. And if you stake down your shelter system with 4 of these, your tarp, your tent, whatever it is, you know, you have to supplement the other ones unless you buy some more. But if you just use these on the corners, on the main corners, you're pretty set. And that's a really good add to a survival box, to a battle box as far as I'm concerned. They give these a value of $21.95. We thought that was a little light, to be honest with you. Next thing is a 4-pack of telescoping hot dog marshmallow roasters. Who doesn't like to do hot dogs? Come on. I tell you what, when I looked at this box, well, a couple of us made mention of this. Oh, it seems like they put something in there for several different age groups for everybody in the family this month. Well, this would be one I would say that we could really promote for kids' use. Look at this, man. I mean, it comes in a bag. There's 4 of them that comes in here. They're pretty stout. I mean, you're not going to fish with this thing, especially with big fish, but you could cook a hot dog with no problem, you know, with this thing. You know, they reach out and touch you right there. Get up close here. Yank. Three Stooges. Yeah, right, okay. So stop being silly. They give these a value of $9.99. Great to put in a backpack, throw in the saddle bag, you know. I've been out on rides before where we've went off the side of the road to take a meal. Somebody said, hey, anybody got any hot dog forks? Ta-da. Right there it is for all you motorcyclists that follow the channel. This is what we're all about, doing gear for motorcyclists. They give those a value of $9.99. Perfect as far as I'm concerned. Now this next one, I've seen these things in action before, and it was amazing. I think they're a little big, you know, if you're going to carry something around for a fire. But these jokers will do the deed, man. I mean, they will start a fire like right now. And I'm not going to open it up. I don't want to take them out of here. I don't know if it affects how well they burn if they sit unwrapped for any amount of time. But it's called Pull Start Fire. Requires no matches, is windproof up to 200 miles an hour. They will light wet wood, and I can tell you that to be a fact. I've seen it myself, and one of these will burn for 30 minutes. And it's like a square block. On one end is a red lanyard, on the other end is a green lanyard. Creates a loop. You put the loop around the log that you want to start on fire, or make that the base of your fire, and when you have the rest of your fire lay over it, you pull the red lanyard and get out of the way, because these things burn quick and they burn hot, and they will burn for 30 minutes. You've heard me say many times, you need to be able to learn how to make fire anywhere in the world, under any conditions, wet, cold, snow, desert, wherever you're at. These will put the advantage needle to your direction when you have them. I think it's another great ad. They give this a value of $10.99, making this whole value for this box at $54.92. Remember, all you paid was $29.99. So that is a pretty good buy, all right? So you're almost double your money there. Now we're going to move on to the advanced box. And I've received emails before about BattlBox saying, hey, are they ever going to add a machete? Well, guess what they did? This is the DEFCON 5 Tango machete. And if you go out on BattlBox YouTube channel, I won't say funny, but it's, you know, it's out there with one of the guys there is named Steve. And old Steve saw how sharp this dude is. Now, you know, I'm as I said before, I've run out of hair doing this stuff here, but look at a machete popping hair right there. It'll do it. This particular machete would probably be good in some low wetlands. It's not going to be good for real heavy machete work. You know, there are machetes that are built for that. This one is kind of a medium to light duty. The blade on it is kind of thin, but it does the job. One item this month, you preserve the DEFCON. Let me see if it tells us about the steel that this is made out of. No, it does not. It's got a G10 handle with it. Got this little finger loop, you know, that a couple of us was saying, well, that's different. You'd have to really have a different technique, be able to use this like you do a regular machete. You won't be able to use it the same because you got to use your wrist with a machete. It's going to be hard to do. This is made more for slamming. But will it do the deed? You better believe it will. You know, it's a nice add to your kit out of this month's Mission 57. Comes with a nice sheath. You know, it's well worth the money, that's for sure. They give it a value of $49.95. You know, get you a decent machete, it's going to cost you around $75. So, you know, it's a little light on the price there, but again, it's not the top shelf type of machete. That's not what it's made for. But it's a good ad for this kit. You know, that's where I'm at on that one. Okay, put that off to the side, and then the next one. Oh, by the way, $104.87 value for that level. The pro level has a $194.86 value. And a lot of you guys have written us and emailed us. You see me out somewhere, you know, at a show or whatever. Let me see, it was last year. No, it was earlier this year. At the Exposition Gardens Knife and Gun Show, recognized me and was mentioning the bushcraft stove videos that we did last year, and wanted to know if we was ever going to do a real rocket stove. And my answer at that point was probably not, because most rocket stoves just aren't what I would recommend to somebody that's going to go out in the bush on a motorcycle. You know, they don't fold up very well, they don't get very flat, and once you, let's say they do, you know, they're so flimsy that I don't want to mess with them. Well, guess what? The answer came from BattlBox in this month's Mission 57. It is called the Hellfire Rocket Stove. Look right up over here, over my left shoulder, to be up to your right. Check that thing out. But while you're looking at that, I'm going to scoot this joker right over here and show it to you. Bam. This is one super duty rocket stove made out of pressed punched steel. Comes in 15 different parts. Folds down flat, and I'll show you that in just a second. But you know, this is a guy that will do the deed. You know, you watch the video. It's got 3 different front dampers, you know, to make sure you got enough oxygen getting into your fuel. This is your firebox right here. This is for more air, oxygen. It's got oxygen holes over here. Top is where your pot goes, and there are several different tiers. If you can see it right here, kind of looks like a castle top. That's to be able to put your pot in there. That'll hold a big pot. And dude, let me tell you something, this sucker gets hot, as you can see up in that video up there, right there. Now to get this apart, this is all you do. There's 2 parts, right? Now I recommend gloves when you do this here. So I'm gonna put some on, because when you first get this out of the kit, you got to wipe all the oil off, because it's shipped with oil to keep it from rusting. And then once you get it, you got to, you know, put it through a first burn before you cook anything on it, to burn all the excess oil off of it. And then when you're putting it together, you know, you want your hands not to be all funky. But we're just going to go ahead and take this dude apart like so. There's a second part right there, and then we'll take this guy apart. There are special ways you have to do this, so we'll take this back off. All right. There's another part. We'll take this off as well. Here, then this comes off. Right. And then the bottom. See, once you get heat on it, there it came off. Bottom's off. Okay. Then let's see here. To be honest with you, I forgot the C-cam. All right, that is not how it's supposed to have been done, but I got it done. And now I got crap all over my top over here. So 15 pieces. Save time. All right, but it's going to be funky. You see that? Once you use it, it is going to be funky, and it's going to make a mess. And if you have got a video studio, it's going to get funky all over the place. All right, so now once you take that dude apart, check it out. Beautiful little bag they got, and this bag has got a couple different applications for me. Right? If I take this stove out with me, once I've got it deployed and put together, now I have got me a small bag rucksack that I can put over my shoulder. I can go out and I can gather tinder, you know, berries, mushrooms, whatever. Got me a little shoulder bag here. It's made out of kind of a light canvas, and it's not lined. but it doesn't need to be. Okay, so let's put these parts down in here, and that's what it does. This is important to me. I don't like taking a lot of time with these, but this is for all you guys out there wanting to know if you can put this in your saddle bag, how it'll fit in your backpack. It does. I would have liked for the bag to be a little bit heavier, but, you know, they didn't ask me. Put the big parts in there first. Yeah. So you can see all these go in here together. See how flat that is? Hardly anything to that. Now, while I'm putting this in here, they give this a value, I think, of $89.99. And you go on Hellfire's website, that's what you're going to find it for. Again, there's 15 pieces, and there's some good instructions. There's actually a video from BattlBox that shows you how to put this stove together. But I mean, it's really simple. The first time is going to take you a little longer, but after that first time, you won't need the instructions. Just the main thing is that you keep all the numbers on the inside of the stove. A goes to A, B goes to B. You know, there it is, right there. Now, as far as weight, that was an important question there, and I meant to have this ready and handy for you so I didn't have to get up, but here it is. What's this joker weigh? Alright, this is an important thing here. Show you right here. It weighs a total of, it's about 9 pounds. We're just going to call it 9 pounds. Now, it's kind of heavy to be putting a 9-pound stove in your backpack, but if you're on your bike, if you're riding, you know, on your motorcycle, dirt bike, whatever it is, or an e-bike. I mean, the new e-bikes are capable of carrying a big payload. That's nothing for something like that. So that's a great ad, BattlBox. Great ad. If you was wanting to know about a rocket stove, I recommend that guy right there, because who would use this? Well, if you're going to set up a base camp, it'd be great for base camp. It's big enough for that. If you're somebody who likes to tailgate, that guy right there on the back of a tailgate would be perfect. You'd have to put something underneath it, of course, because it does get hot. You know, party on your patio. There you go. It would do the work for that too. Who is it not for? It's not for an ultralight backpacker. You'll be crying the whole way about having those extra pounds on your back, especially after carrying the little butane stoves that, you know, weigh nothing. You know, it's not made for that. You know, it's made for like a base camp where you're going to need a big fire and be able to cook, you know, out of a big pot. That's great for that, you know, so that's a wonderful ad. So that takes us off to the Pro Plus, which has a total value of $344.84. Now, I want to remind you that all you paid was $149.99, but yet you're getting $344, almost $200 bonus is what you're going to be getting, you know. And this month, you not only get one knife, but you get 2 knives in this level. And, you know, when I looked at this and we were talking about it, I said, hey, you know what? These are not knives that I would personally take out in the bush for anything. Be straight up with you. But maybe BattlBox was thinking, hey, let's get Mama involved, because these 2 knives will get Mama excited when she sees them, especially if she's tired of trying to cut up her chickens and her roasts with dull knives. These 2 knives come from Dead Fish Company. They're laser etched with olive wood handles. One of them is a Santoku knife, which is like a butcher knife, and the other is what they call a paring knife. It comes in this carrying case right here. See that? Got these little cutouts right here that look cute and fuzzy for both of them. Get them out the way. We'll go with the butcher knife first. Right there. Look at that dude, man. Is that not beautiful? I don't know if you can see that etching in there. It looks like a chemical etch, but it says Dead Fish on this side. That olive wood is so cool. You know, the knives are pretty stout. They're as stout as any kitchen knife that we have hanging. We've got a magnetic bar that we hang our knives up on. This will be hanging up there. And, you know, my wife has seen these battle boxes stacking up before, and she said, you know, what do you need all them boxes for? You know, why do they keep sending these boxes? Well, I think she'll be quiet for a little bit when she sees these. These are really nice and sharp out of the box. I'm going to show you here. I'll show you right there. That is slick as a whistle right there. Those are sharp out the box. Look out, kitchen meat. Then, this is the paring knife. This is on the larger side for a paring knife. I do like the handles for control. You know, we've got knives in our kitchen that, you know, I think the handles are too small, but these are really, really great. You know, BattlBox. And this dude is stout, man. This is stout. You know, Mama, don't be using this as a screwdriver. You know, last butcher knife I had, my wife was prying with it. Primitive Pete. Some of you aren't old enough to know who Primitive Pete is, but you know, when we was in school, we had to watch a movie called Primitive Pete, and this joker beat on all kinds of tools. Don't do it. But these are a great ad. You know, no, it's not a bushcraft knife. It's not a knife that I'd take out in the wilderness. I wouldn't take it to Africa with me. I wouldn't take it to Amazon with me, but I would take it right up to my kitchen with me. I'd put it in my kitchen, and that's where these things are going to stay at. Again, they come from dead fish. What a wonderful ad this month. Get 2 knives. You know, this is Mission 57, November. I don't know what they're going to be doing for December, but Mission 57 is pretty good. Got some good stuff in there. So, what you do is you go out and you check out their website, you know, and it's a great time of the year to be able to give a gift of BattlBox. Hey, you don't have to do the whole Monty. You know, if you're wanting to turn somebody on to it, turn them on to the basic box for $29.99. You know, that's a real simple gift to give to somebody that's an outdoorsman or thinking about it. You know, one of your Boy Scout neighbors or sons or uncles or nephews or whoever, they would enjoy that, okay? Well, listen, thank you very, very much for all your support, for watching these videos. Again, check out battlebox.com. Check out our website at backwoodsbiker.com. Magazines are out there. We got some new stuff that's coming down the pike, and next month we've got our December end of the year special edition. The knife of the year will be in there. The folder of the year will be in there. It's just going to be a dope issue, so make sure you get out there and check that out. So until next time, you ride free, you live free, and as always, you be safe, man, especially if you're in the kitchen with these knives right here.